Welcome to Thanksgiving week, where we all have to pretend like we're not already mentally checked out. I'm so checked out, I forgot to bring the camera yesterday. Today's already Tuesday. So morning. Welcome to Tuesday. I only say that half jokingly. We actually got a pretty decent amount done yesterday for, well, the day that it was. Got a lot of corn stalks put out so the cattle have somewhere dry to lay down. It's amazing how an inch of rain turns dusty pins to muddy pins. Hoping today or tomorrow we can start scraping and piling, get them some more dry ground lay on. Just makes them more comfortable. When cattle are comfortable, they gain weight better, makes us money. I don't know why people still believe the myth that we mistreat animals for the hell of it. Whatever. Went and got the loader from the big feedlot. We haven't hauled manure in right at 2 weeks. And with the rain, we ain't gonna haul manure anytime soon now. So there was no point in that anymore. Plus, our hay buyer, we made a deal on our barn hay. So it's all headed to Texas. We made a deal with the same dairy in Texas as always through our local hay buyer. So they're gonna start moving in 1-2 loads a week. So having a second loader around is super handy there. And then we just got a bunch of stuff done in the shop, a little more cleaning. That little pickup Cameron been driving, he's back in his blue one now that it's fixed. The one he had been driving needed wheel bearing and just ball joint. What else was there? A couple of service check engine lights on for a couple different codes. Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff done on that pickup. Yeah, but today it's supposed to get up to like 50, so Tuna was just saying, hey, you need to take advantage of these nice days and start cleaning equipment. I'm like, yeah, I know a guy who wanted to do that a couple of weeks ago when it was in the 70s, not the low 50s. So I think a big focus today will be, well, we got a couple extra people here because it's Thanksgiving break. All the schools around here took the whole week off, which we always wondered why the hell we didn't do that when we were in high school. Nobody cared on Monday and Tuesday anyways. But while we got extra people here, gonna try and get baler number 2 blown off and unhooked, and then get the sprayer washed and then turned around and parked so we don't melt the roof more. Yeah, if you're new here, we've melted the roof on top of the sprayer with the heater in that shed. Fun times, fun times. Look at that weed, ain't it pretty out there? At least where we got water. So we're headed to town. I got the shopping list for Napa. We got parts and filters and all kinds of stuff I need to go get for that little pickup. So we're gonna go do that while we wait on the temperature to warm up so we can actually do something outside. Pickup says it's 37. I'm sorry, I'm a wuss. I'm looking for something that at least starts with a 5. Preferably a 7, but there's nothing even close to that in the next 10 days. Aaron and Justin are leaving the hill. That must mean they got done sorting cattle. Man, look at them clouds. Ain't it pretty? Yeah, they were sorting a bunch of cattle. We actually have a huge contract. I think 6 semi-loads shipped to the feedlot next Monday. And they're talking like single digits early Monday morning and a high on Monday of like 20 something. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Here we go. Go spend the next 3 hours getting this thing all cleaned up, ready to unhook. Basically, the weather is as good as it's going to get today. It's like 45 with a 20-mile-an-hour wind, so the wind chill is still in the low to mid 30s. Whatever. Gotta get it done. So, gonna try and get this blown off. Cameron is working on a plug at the spray shed over my shoulder back there, so we can move the pressure washer up there and wash stuff up there. You got more sun because it's a south facing door rather than an east or a west like we have at our main shop. And first thing we need to wash is the sprayer, so he's working on that. I'm gonna go get started with this. Toothpick and Surfer Boy are busy washing a loader right now. Should have known better than to start moving. So we need to get this cleaned up and put in the shed. and ready for winter maintenance at some point. And nobody wants to work on a piece of equipment when it's all dirty like this. So we're gonna use that guy to fix that problem. Just told Aaron, I don't know if we got this one near as clean as him and I got my baler, but it's too cold to carry. So I'm gonna go park it out in front of this hay shed, so that way it's not in that one anymore. And then maybe tomorrow, if the weather holds up, we'll bring the swather down and blow it off. And in doing so, that'll also make me have to move the manure spreader, which will open up the spot where I want to put this one. So see, there's some sort of logic to my irrational thoughts sometimes. So the shop got both air compressors brought in here, the one we were using earlier, and then I had them go ahead and bring this one in. Go ahead and wanted to look it over, see if we needed to service it before putting it away for the year. But I think it's ready to go to the shed. Hector's truck. So if you remember back to a video a couple weeks ago, I was joking when I was hauling manure with this, I had to stop and get a popsicle because I was sweating like crazy. Trying to get the air conditioner fixed. But the reason it came in here is because last week in the rain, his windshield wipers quit on him. The new motor came in, it's over there, but we're waiting on a piece of plastic that's got to go on first, then the new wiper motor. So while we're waiting on that, they're trying to fix the AC, put on a brand new compressor. It's holding vacuum, make sure it holds overnight, and then we'll charge it. But after a day like today where I'm still freezing cold, it makes you wonder, why do we need an air conditioner? The little pickup. So, new upper A arm on this side. Come around over here. New wheel bearing on this side. Or a whole new hub, I should say. Then they took apart the differential, fixed an oil leak there. Trying to figure out another error code is throttle body position sensor. So they got it all tore apart there. It's a little dirty to say the least. Yeah, it's not the greatest. So Glenn was going to stop on his way home to get stuff for that. But yeah, it's kind of what we got going on, guys. If you hadn't noticed, videos kind of slowed down. They're going to continue to slow down. Mid-December, they might pick up a little bit. We got a trip to go on together, you and me. But yeah, we're kind of starting to really settle into the winter lull. We've got a swather and all 2 choppers, eventually 3. And all their headers still to blow off. Haven't washed anything yet. Bart and Cameron are still working on that plug. They're having hell with it, trying to get it wired up so we can take our pressure washer up there. So you don't have to pressure wash in the shade, because that really sucks when it's cold. But yeah, I'm going to go home. I'll see you guys in the next one.